Happy Independence Day. I love and appreciate you, and we're going to get started just in a moment. Don't want to take a lot of time away from your Independence Day. And so I'm going to do a quick shout out to my inner circle members and also my super chatters. So, hi, Craig. Hi, Bill. Hi, Deborah, Jamie, Arthur, Mary, Vernay. I love your guys' backyard, Vernay. That's beautiful. Hi, Randy. Kai, my son Matthew. Hello, Eric. The Reacher, Scott Kloster. Kevin, nice to see you on here. Say hello to Shauna for me. Melody, love ya. Peter, great to have you on here. And we're a minute in, so I'm going to get started. Hello, my name is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day and happy Independence Day. Happy Independence Day. You know, one of the things is that I know I get people all over the world that watch this video. And one of the things when I love saying happy Independence Day, because of course, a lot of you may or may not know, this is the day that we celebrate our independence away from Great Britain, right? And so that's what made this country who it is. And a bunch of farmers said enough and enough is enough. And we want the rights to do what we want to do. And bingo. And so I just thought I would share with you that I already posted in the group here, one of my favorite songs, it's hard to talk about it without getting emotional. I'm 61 years old, and I got to see a lot of people that came back from Vietnam. That was during that time. And it's just bizarre that, depending on where you look for your stats, almost 1.2 million people, 1.2 million people have fought for the right, for our freedom, our free speech. And, you sit there and think that, financial independence, it's like not only did this country allow us to, be able to have free speech, the practice of religion, including none. But there's so many wonderful things. There was a small thing that I seen recently where I forget who this guy is, but he wasn't born in this country, and it showed him every time that he got home to the United States that he said the very first thing that he would do when he walked out is he would get on his knees and kiss the ground because he just said America has given him everything, that everything that he is today could not be done in the country that he came from. And there's a lot of people that feel that. And, when I think that over 600,000 people died just for the right for people to get away from, slavery, right? And so when you really think about it, it's like here we are in a country where, whether you believe it or not, you're here and you can actually be an entrepreneur and you can actually go out and find something of value that you share with other people, and through that you can become financially free. So there's a number of different kinds of freedom, and I just have heard from a lot of people. I've been inspired by a lot of people that are entrepreneurs. Robert Kiyosaki had this incredible speech because he fought in Vietnam, and he was just saying, what would be the reason for people to fight for freedom if people don't take advantage of it? The ultimate debt that was paid. So, a lot of people feel, hey, we shouldn't be in wars. But whether you believe it or not, you got to think about, and Brian, thank you very much for serving in our country. Perfect timing, Brian. And so a lot of people I know have served for this country, and I thank you. And all the Gold Star families, and where their people haven't come back. I know we have Veterans Day. I know we have Memorial Day. And but this day, how many of you really think that you can become financially free? And then the goal in life is not just to become financially free, but also to just straight freedom. I don't know how people in this day and age would look at, to me, look at, the whole combination of, working for somebody else. I know that some people have to have jobs, but it was amazing. I seen LinkedIn today, and it was saying that, our full-time jobs gone. It's like people are now starting to believe that, with the pandemic, that maybe I don't need to work so hard to just try to keep up with the Joneses. And so it's weird that we live in a country where people are just sick and tired of being sick and tired. And now their goals is to downsize and just work part-time and enjoy their life and enjoy their family and do the things that they love to do with the people that they love the most. It's like that competitive thing is missing. And with the newer generation, and believe it or not, I love that. So when you can turn around and share with individuals, the way, the concept of, not only the greatest miracle in the world, but also you can share with them, the science of getting rich. And people really understand that there is a better way. It's not perfect in any way, shape, or form. But it was so funny. I watched a short video one time with Dana White. He's the guy that is a multi-billionaire that created the UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championship. And one of the things that he said, I really don't understand people. He said, when I came up with this idea, I was working as a bellboy, you know what I mean, at a hotel. And he said, you know, I just knew for a fact that if I put everything that I had into believing that I could make something out there that would be valuable to fighters in the world, that the worst thing that could happen is I could go back and get a job. He said, everything fails. We live in a country that, you can take all your debt and everything and basically file bankrupt and start over. You know what I mean? And you always can go get a job, right? And so, when I seen this opportunity to be able to give people value and to go out there and really help other people learn the personal development and the transformation that I have, where my thoughts now are each and every day, the way to greatness is the service of many, and that the abundance of income that's coming into my family, that I can use that not only to help children that don't have their biological mother and father, but just be a word out to each and every one of those. So the question that I have for each and every one of you is not only happy Independence Day, but this is during the time where you can emotionally get tied to a song. And, don't listen to what people say that dislike this country. It's bizarre to me that in this day and age that people have the freedom to trash the very country that gave them the freedom to actually have an opinion. I've said this before, and I know that it doesn't sound good, but I wish everyone would get, forced in other countries. They actually force you to spend a couple of years in the military. And in that military, sometimes you have to leave your home, leave the United States. So, my whole thing is, can you imagine that, if everyone that complained about this country actually had to be forced to spend a couple of years in a country where the freedoms that we take for granted are not available. where if you decide to speak out against the dictator or the emperor or whoever they have, the next thing you know, that you just disappear. You just disappear. You say something negative and you're just gone. And no one knows if you're dead or missing forever. So, it's a blessing to have this freedom. Again, I know each and every one of you that are on here. Thank you so much, Scott, for being a super chatter. I love and appreciate you. The children are going to love it. And I just thank each and every one of you in this incredible day. So, thanks again to Lisa Marie and Linda and Renee, and of course, Scott. Um, Anyone that I missed here, Clark Business Group, Jay Clark. Hi, Jerome. Great to have you on here. And again, I shout out to Brian and the rest of the gang. So thank you so much. I love you. Have a very blessed day. Have a very safe day. And if no one's giving you permission to have freedom and fulfillment in your life, let me be the first. My mentors did that for me. So I love and appreciate you. And please share this video with other people. And we'll see you on the next video. very, very, very soon. Wait a minute. Yeah, I do them daily. So we'll see you tomorrow for some of you. And then the rest of you can just check out roberthollis.com. Thank you again for the super chatters. And also, you can click on the join button if you want to be with the inner circle. So I guess tomorrow we also have a podcast, and we'll let you guys know about that. That's probably what we'll probably talk about, freedom. Love you guys. Bye for now.